That's a British trait where where you're down on yourself and you underestimate your own worth, and that's what you've been doing. You see,
doing that for so long.
Stop doing it.
No, but I love myself and I think I'm great. So I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
It's Britishness. It's just you're all weird British people.
So it seems to me like you're doing a roaring trade in the sort of lo-fi, trip-hop, vapory, wavy. I don't know what the right terminology is. Just anything with the word wave on the end.
Yeah, you just bang the word. I've invented multiple genres recently, and you just stick wave at the end, and then you've got a genre. Yeah. So obviously I invented JBPWAVE, which is Jordan Peterson wave.
So it came, like I was watching a lot of Peterson videos on YouTube, and it came on. It came on as a recommended like next thing, and I was oh, this is cool. I didn't realise it was you until I looked. I was like, oh, it's Don. I haven't heard anything from him for a little while.
Akira.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you realise, oh shit, here we are. Shouts out to the YouTube algorithms.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for all you are doing for humanity out there.
So go on with what we were saying. Well, what you were saying earlier about your.
My theory on the YouTube algorithms. I find it's very interesting that YouTube has changed the world in many, 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 many ways. And Google have changed the world in many, many ways. And it's very interesting that one of the ways they've changed the world is that they've turned Jordan Peterson, describe Jordan Peterson in a sentence.
A professor of psychology who has inadvertently become a controversial figure.
This is it. This is a guy who teaches like kids, right? And he's a superstar because of YouTube algorithms. And what YouTube decided was we want to really, really destroy cable television. So we want people to be watching YouTube as long as possible. Mm-hmm. So what we will do is we will shove anything up the algorithm that keeps people watching for a long time, and so therefore long-form content is now big on YouTube. So therefore, like lectures on the nature of being and the kind of psychological meaning behind biblical stories, which are interesting, and they draw people in, so they get boosted up the algorithm. So suddenly Jordan Peterson lectures, you watch one, you watch it all the way to the end, YouTube's going to show you 50 more, because it's like, boom, whatever this thing is, we don't care what it is, it's keeping them watching. Yeah. So that happened. And at the same time, YouTube copyright algorithms were destroying bootlegs and remixes and DJ sets that had anything like on Universal Records. So people who were making music on YouTube were like forced to find rarer and rarer and rarer music, and so if you wanted to,
this is what I found with these Rankin's Records things that I've been doing. Yeah, like one of them got pulled for having a Zinc bootlegger Kanye West on it.
Exactly, yeah. So you can't play anything that's got anything even close to a major label. So you're so I was that kind of makes it cooler though. You I've got to dig deep into the racks. This is what it's forced, and it's forced a genre. It's forced a whole genre. The biggest genre on YouTube now is lo-fi hip-hop, which is basically kind of dusty-ass, sort of old instrumental hip-hop with, like, rare samples that aren't going to show up in an algorithm. It's forced people back into, like basically, you know, Diddy came along, was like, oh, crap, we can just, like, sample big 80s hits and do really well, and things started moving in that direction. And these YouTube algorithms reversed that. And the biggest genre on YouTube is lo-fi. Because of that. And the biggest thing, because of the other side of the algorithms, is long-form lo-fi, i.e. really long lo-fi mixes for people to put on for an hour or so. Yeah, or while they're studying or these things. They seem perfect for that sort of thing. So these things combined, right? Yeah. So what happened was people would be listening to these long-form lo-fi mixes, and also long-ass people like Jordan Peterson talking about like the nature of Cain and Abel and what that really means about like the dual nature of the brain and self and things of that stuff. So these things converged. So you had people all over the world were listening to lo-fi and Jordan Peterson lectures, and I had the brainwave of bringing them together, you see, which was very, very righteous and smart, because lots of people were thinking the same thing at the same time. It transpired, and it became very popular. Yeah, I've heard a few, like, similar things, not as good as yours. There was a couple, I hadn't heard anyone else do it before I did it, by the way, but a few people have tried it, but they suck. You know, I've been doing this stuff for a long time. I'm very fucking good. So I apply my brilliant production nous and ability to chop up things and make them musical, and I've brought these two worlds together, and it's very perfect timing wise. Yeah. But the point being is, what's really funny about this is YouTube, Google as a company is very sort of contemporary, progressive, left, sort of SJW, And it's made superstars of a bunch of people who are basically kind of destroying, certainly challenging that ideology in a very competent and seemingly unstoppable fashion.
Yeah, I mean, Rogan as well, of course, and his things being
Rogan's good. Rogan will sit there and he'll talk to everybody, right?
But I mean, the people that he has on, are doing, roaring trade in it. Like, whether or not he's got Shapiro on or Peterson or
Milo.
Yeah, I mean,
but he has everyone. The point being is like he will talk to everyone on every side of the fence, and like what will normally happen is if, like, say somebody talks to a Milo or whatever, or even a Shapiro now. They'll be like, right, you're kicked out of the club because you're associated with bad people.
Sorry, you're all right now.
So you can't do that with Joe Rogan because A, he's been around too long, B, he's too big, and everyone wants to be on his podcast.
He also doesn't give a fuck, I think is the thing. He's working to no one's rules but his own. Yeah. He is a sort of renegade in a way, but this is the great thing about podcasts is that, like, you can't get fired from your own podcast. And there's also, as long as you're not breaking any laws, like unless you're legitimately breaking hate speech laws, i.e. you were inciting violence, or promoting terrorism or something like that, which obviously none of these people are. All people can do is stop listening to you, if they don't like it, and that's what they should do if they don't like it.
And that should be with everything, right? And that's a beautiful thing. But for whatever reason, it's this long form thing. Rogan is incredibly popular, and he just sits down and talks to people for 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours. That's like a long ass time to be listening to some people like talking about something. But he does it like 3-4 times a week and has been doing it for years. So all power to him. But yeah, this thing is YouTube's creation. They did it to themselves.
Yeah.
And now it's irreversible.